the auto ship? Magazine auto ship? Okay, good.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Just so you guys know, like, I'm not saying much. I'm extremely proud of him. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I love watching it. So, it's awesome. I'm starting from here to here. I'm like, dang, that dude is good. And he's on my team.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, magazine auto ship. Okay, if you guys don't know about this, that's okay. You should go on it. All right. What this is, check this out. Nobody does this in the industry. Again, Jeff's just giving us something that nobody does. Okay. So what you can do is go on an auto ship. You order 10, beautiful for you, 10 successful from home magazines for $79 monthly. You save your free shipping, or 20 and 20 for $149. Okay. You get it sent to you every month for 12 months straight. And what you have to do, they hold you accountable. If I give this magazine to T today, again, I just say, hey, T, you see this magazine? No, I have not. Hey, what's a good number to reach you back? He says, here's his name and number. I go home, maybe an email address also. I enter it in my communication center. It says magazine, okay? And you have to enter all your people in there, okay? All 40 or 10 or 30 or 40 each month. And if you do that, you don't make $5,000 in your first year, but you go on auto ship for 12 months straight. You don't make $5,000 in your first year, they'll match the difference. Miriam will give you the money you don't make. Think about that, guys. That's how confident, Mark hit this home. That's how confident they are that these things right here, they work. These work, guys. Okay? So this is another one of those things where you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Right? You're not going to lose the money because they'll give you the money. Okay? And if you do it, you're going to make more money than $5,000. All right? Does that make sense? Most likely. Not promising that, but most likely. But if you don't, you still get your money back. That's cool. How many guys think that's cool? All right? Blitz calls every Wednesday. You guys should be utilizing this. These are huge. Actually, here, it's 9 a.m. I'm thinking Eastern time. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every hour on the hour, 20-minute calls. Okay, blitz calls every Wednesday. Now, what I do, okay, instead of me and Clifton, picking on Clifton today, instead of me calling up Clifton, Clifton, hey, write this number down. And we all put it on Facebook, right? We all do that. You use this, put the number up there and everything else. But if I call Clifton and go, Clifton, write this number down. Hey, jump on one of these calls today. Most likely he's going to not do it, right? But if I call Clifton, maybe even Tuesday, and say, Clifton, hey, when are you free tomorrow? And he says, oh, I'm free at noon. I say, great. And he says 12:30. I say, well, what top of the hour are you free? And he says, I'm free at noon. I say, great, I'm going to call you 5 minutes to noon. I'm going to call him, and I say, hey, Clifton, listen. I want you to listen to something real quick. Just stay in line with me. Mute your line out, and I'll get right back to you after the call. So I know he's listening. Does that make sense? I three-way him in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Then the call's over, you get rid of the blitz call, and you go, Clifton, what do you like best? I didn't like it. Great! Right? I didn't either. Okay? Or if he says, hey, this sounds great. Say awesome. Say awesome. See, I tried to change it. Awesome. Then they do the three-way call. We're gonna hammer the three-way calls, okay, real quick. But these are huge, okay? You get someone on the 9 a.m. call, and they see it, they can get people on 10 a.m. call, they can get people on the 11 a.m. call, they get people, if you guys utilize this right, you get somebody at the beginning of the day, you can go director in one day. Really? Awesome. Yeah. So guys, so many people don't use this in the company. They're like, oh, blitz calls again. These are huge. Huge, okay? Follow three-way call. Now, see, why don't you hammer this a little bit? Go ahead. I'm getting tired. I'm just joking. Come on, I love when you talk too, man.
All right, three-way call. How many of you guys do three-way calls? Okay, this is not a good number. Okay, to be honest with you guys, if you guys want to build your business, I talked about this all week this week, right? I mean, this whole time I was here. Anytime you want to move up in your business, anytime you want to move someone through the prospecting process, okay? Anytime. Always use a three-way. Okay? More three-ways equals more paydays. Okay? So the kind of money you're making right now, if you ain't making good money, okay, and it's not where you want it to be, three-way calls can help that. Okay? And all a three-way call is simple. It's just hearing another story from somebody else. That's all it is. Okay? You get somebody that's interested. Okay? Did they show that? Oh, we read it perfect. So using the three-way, okay? You follow with the prospect, okay? You verify that they saw the tool, okay? So for example, if I call Dave and say, Dave, listen, this is T. I met you yesterday at Starbucks. And remember me? Yeah, okay, cool. We're talking. Say, listen, did you get a chance to look at that magazine that I gave you? Okay, and he says yes. Okay? Go to the next thing. What did you like best about what you saw? Real simple. Okay? What did you like best about what you saw? He tells me, don't ask him what did you like or ask him what did you like best about the call. You want to ask that question. Okay, because if you ask them what do you think, they might tell you something negative. Okay? And if they, you just don't want to go there. So what did you like best about the call? Let's say he says it's the money. I like the money, or I like the time frame, whatever the case may be. You transition them into an expert. Now, the expert doesn't necessarily have to be your upline NMD or your sponsor or anything like that. Again, it's to share the story. Okay? I was sharing with Ren and them, I believe. I did a three-way call. A 20-year-old, an 18-year-old to a 19-year-old. Okay? 18-year-old just got started. Okay? All they did was just share a story. That's it. Okay? So at this point, you edify the expert. Okay? So you edify is basically talking highly of someone else. Okay? So what I like to say all the time is I like to touch up on 4 personalities, if you will. Okay? The shark, who likes to make a lot of money, or money-driven. The whale, who's in it for the cause, if you will. Okay? The third thing is the dolphin, people who like to have fun. And the fourth thing is the sea urchin, the people that want all the information. You guys get that?
Okay. Write those down. Just write them down.
Yeah.
Those are key.
Okay? So if I'm talking to Dave and he likes the money, okay? I know he likes the money. So he's a what? A shark. Okay? So when I get him on the phone with an expert, if I get him on the phone with Aaron, I say, I'm edifying Aaron. I let Dave go, hey, listen, Dave, the person you're going to talk to, okay? He makes a boatload of money. Shark. He loves helping people. Well, he knows 110% of the information. Sea urchin. And he loves to have fun. Dolphin. But he's really making a boatload of money. Okay? So I really want to introduce you to Aaron. That's most of the time, that's how simple an edification can be. Sometimes people get into I was on a three-way call yesterday. Okay? Somebody introduced me. 7 minutes. 7 minutes to introduce me. I was like, oh, wow. Who is this person she's talking about? Because that don't sound like me. But be honest when you're talking. You know what I mean? Be honest when you're talking to them. Okay, so those are the 4 personality traits that I like to hit up on. And when I get to Aaron, I say, hey, Aaron, listen, this is Dave. Met him at Starbucks. Sharp guy. He's interested in the money. Okay? Now, connect with the expert. Call the expert. Okay? Now, before connecting, tell the expert what tool was used. Again, I'm going to tell Aaron, hey, listen, he saw the magazine. He loved Danny Gassini's story. Making a ton of money. Okay? Listen and take notes. Very important. This should be in bold letters. Step number 3. Listen and take notes. Who asked me last night if they should say something after the three-way? Somebody asked me yesterday. Oh, no, yesterday. Oh, yes, Susan. So Susan, we're sitting down at Panera Bread. She's like, so do I say anything after the three-way call? And I went like this. Before she even finished, no. That's what I did. I said, okay. Okay, so, again, if you're the brand partner, do not talk after the expert has done the deal. And the reason is, because if you start talking, you actually de-edify the expert. Okay? You actually, everything the expert said is nothing because now you're trying to convince again. Okay? So the expert knows, Aaron's telling him, hey, listen, Dave, we got an event on Saturday. Love for you to come and check it out. He already invited him to the event. All I got to do as a brand partner now is when Aaron is done, he edifies me back. Okay, there's a reason for that. Okay, because now Dave is looking at me different. Okay, Aaron will say, hey, listen, you're in great hands with you. I say this all the time. I don't know how many times you heard me on a three-way call. I say it all the time. Okay, I say, listen, you're in great hands with Aaron. No, I say, you're in great hands with Aaron. My suggestion to you would be to hang on to his coattails because he's taking it to the top. Okay, again, does it have to be that? No, you don't have to say that, but edify the brand partner back. Okay, now I'm talking to Dave again. Aaron hangs up. I say, Dave, listen, great. I'll see you on Saturday. I'll send you the information on the time. That's it. And I hang up. Okay? Again, don't get into this mode where you feel like you got to convince Dave or convince your prospect. Just get them on a three-way, let the expert do the work for you, and get out of the way. Okay? Three-way and Olay.
You just made that up.
I just made that up.
Say it 3 times.
Okay, so three-way and Olay. That's all you do, literally. Okay? So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, listen, I told my team we're going to talk about this today. We're going to teach this. So really want to drill this home for everybody. I mean, a lot of people are not on my team here, so I really want you to understand this too. We all, Mark and everybody else says, hey, call your team. Introduce yourself to the team. And that's big, because when your team kind of grows away from you, there's a lot of people in this room here that are on my team that I've never met, and I can't call you personally. And you have a lot of people joining the team every day. You can't do that, or else you'll be on the phone all day. Does that make sense? The same thing will happen to you guys. Okay, keep at it. So what happens? What we talked about, we discussed this a lot with Mindy and a couple other people, is that how it really should happen. Just like a three-way call. Okay, when T joins T recruits Mike Flanagan. Okay, T recruits Mike. All right, and I see it come up on my thing. New person. Taulia Lave recruited Mike Flanagan. Okay. Now, if I can't call Mike to introduce me, Mike thinks he's only working with T. Okay? If he didn't do a three-way call with me, they did it with Danny. Okay? Then Mike has no idea who I am, right? So I would have to call Mike, take the time, find Mike's number, and go, hi, Mike. I'm Aaron Whittier. I live in Maryland. I'm your upline. How many people want to do that? Really, right? Okay? Would it be better, right? Because he doesn't know me from Adam. He doesn't respect me. Oh, you're an upline. Great. Who are you, right? So, but if T, calls Mike, or maybe sits down with his fast start game plan, like we're all supposed to do, sits down, goes to the fast start game plan, and we're going to go through it really quick, and he goes, hey, I want to save 15 minutes at the end to introduce you to our upline full-timers, people that are, working with, okay? So T has Mike, and goes, hey Aaron, can you do a quick 5-minute call, and I'll introduce you to Mike. He says, great. You're right, I always do it. Okay, so basically, he edifies me. He says, Mike, this guy, yada, 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 okay? So Mike's, oh, cool, right on, right? Instead of me saying how great I am, okay? I'm not going to do that. Who's going to do that? Maybe you a jerk, right? He doesn't know. So, he edifies me. I meet Mike for 5 minutes. Go, Mike, I learned about Mike. Ask him a couple questions. Say, great, and man, terrible.
It's in your head now.
It is in my head, So Mike learns about me too. Quick story. Tell him, hey, I worked in the restaurant industry for 16 years. I was singing in a band for 16 years. I was a personal trainer for 9 years. So now Mike knows that if he meets somebody that's in the restaurant industry, a personal trainer, a singer, he knows to call me. I can relate to them, right? So the last thing T says, the last thing I say to Mike is, hey, you working with T? Again, I re-edify T. Mike's sitting there going, man, you good. And you go, cool. Right? Right? That's what you guys all need to do. When you recruit somebody, when you sponsor somebody, introduce them to your upline leaders. Guys, we've seen it. Companies grow, and they work the system, then it grows away, it gets really big, people get lost. They get lost because they don't know who they're working with. You got to introduce your new people. Okay? If you're on my team, if you're on my team and you're on Mindy's team, maybe Raylan and Mike recruit you. Okay? Or someone on Raylan and Mike's team recruit someone. Okay? Raylan and Mike, maybe it's under Clifton and Tracy. Clifton and Tracy are full time. Okay? You call Clifton, introduce them to Clifton. And after that, you call Raylan. Call Raylan and Mike. Introduce them to Mike and Raylan. Okay? Then from there, you introduce them to Mindy. Okay? Mindy's full time. And from there, you introduce them to me. Then from there, you introduce them to Danny. I'm sorry, T. Then you introduce them to Danny. Then you can't introduce them to Mark because he's too busy. Okay? Well, that's the full timers. Okay? Introduce us. If you're not on my team, find out who your full time people are. I hear it all the time. You hear it too. You go to meetings, people come to market parties, and I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, whose team are you on? I don't know. I'm like, really? You get that too? I'm like, seriously. And they go, well, who's your sponsor? Oh, Sally. Well, who's your upline exec? I don't know. Who's your upline NMD? I don't know. I'm like, are you on my team? You better not be, 'cause, you know. So, guys, you got to get this. You guys understand that?
Yeah.
You got to understand this, because you guys, we're getting big. We're getting big. And I have a motto on my team is nobody gets left behind. I want to know if there's someone on my team that's struggling. I want to know. I want to get in and help them. You know? Be the same way. You know? I really want to sidetrack that you do that today, because I really want to hammer that home. God's going to do it. Teach your people to introduce people. Teach it down. Introduce them to you and everybody else, okay? Got to do it. All right?
And just I mean, I don't want to, you know, and Aaron doesn't have to do this, but I like to do this all the time every time I go to a market, to prove that, you know, I work my business through three-way calls. I'll give you guys my number. You guys can text me your name. If you guys want a three-way call, text me your name and just ask if I could do a three-way call, and, you know, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Just so that I know. Like, so if you have a three-way call and you're gonna call somebody, just text me. Hey, I got somebody that is interested. My name is so and so. I'm from so and so. I met you. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I know. Okay. So my number is 808-864-2485.
And mine? Mine is 301-503-2424.
One more time. Mine is 808-864-2485.
And by the way, don't try to call him Taulia Lave, because you'll be like, who they say? Just call him T. Big sexy.
Yeah. I mean, because I do three-way calls all the time for even people that's not even on my team. Like I've done some for Amy Swan. Is she here today?
Yep.
Yeah. I've done a ton for her actually. So again, we want you guys to understand that it doesn't matter. The company, we all family. Okay, so So the only way you fail is if you quit, because you got a ton of support. Okay, so utilize your support. It doesn't have to be your upline. I don't care. Just use somebody. Jeez. Okay, I don't ever want to like. I'm talking to you guys like I'm schooling y'all. I just don't like the excuse like, oh, I don't have any. You know what I mean? Just look. We'll support you regardless. Okay, for real, honest to God. Pinky promise.
All right.
Here's a huge one right here.
I'm going to fly through this. Okay, attend a live event. Okay, what do live events do? Build relationships. Okay. Last night, you built a lot of relationships last night at Vicky's house. You built a lot of relationships last night at Clifton's house. Okay. Real results parties are live events. Okay. The near university parties. Okay. Those are live events. Learn the presentation. Okay. You don't have to. If you're brand new, you don't have to learn the presentation. You have to make it simple. Okay. Shows a bigger picture. Okay. So real results market party. You guys have a market party here and up north and everywhere. Let me just say this. If you guys can, I know life gets in the way. You have kids, some kids have kids who work at night, and whatever, we have excuses. We all do have, life gets in the way. But let me just say this. If you guys have a market party, and you are in this business, you should be there. Okay? Because if you're not doing well, okay, if you're not doing, your business is not doing well, you need that event. You need that event. It's like fuel. You guys go to the gas station to fill up your car with gasoline, right? Your car needs fuel to work, right? That's what live events do. You go there, you see it, you get fueled up, you fill that tank up. Okay? And if you're doing really well, a lot of people say, well, I don't need you to go to the market party, you're doing well. If you're doing really well, that market party needs you. Right? And people want to see people that have success. Right? So guys, you've got to get this. You've got to plug in. You've got to plug in. You got to get there. Okay? Because what it does, and by the way, when you get to that party, you got to participate. You got to participate. All right? You got to raise your hand when the speaker says, hey, please, hey, how many people do this? You got to raise your hand. If you don't raise your hand, your prospect's going to look at you and go, they're going to do that. Twitch, Got to raise your hand. Okay? If you can, lean forward in your chair. I'm going to teach you guys a trick real quick. Okay? I'm trying to get Mark to do this in an event. That's why I said lean forward in your chair earlier today. What's neat about this is our first mentor in my company, again, he was amazing. He said, listen, when you have a prospect, okay, Clifton's Tracy's prospect. See how Clifton's sitting right now? Clifton's like, comfortable, right? He did this because he knew this was coming. Oh, we talked about it. We can play this. So Tracy, okay, this is what you do. Guys, check this out. This is what you do. Tracy, do the same thing Clifton's doing. Okay? Then what you do, during the presentation, okay, Tracy takes her hands off. Do your hands. Take your hands off. Take your hands off, okay? Clifton, without even knowing, because he's concentrating on her in the presentation, he's going to go, take his hands apart. She leans forward. You watch what happens, you guys. Try this, you guys. I'm telling you it works. Your prospect will lean forward also. They'll do what you do. It's amazing, guys. Try this. I'm telling you, have fun with this. Try it. You raise your hand, they'll raise their hand. Now, you guys don't need to be like, if the P says, how many guys just think, oh yeah! You don't do that. It's possibly like, you're weird. Right? Okay? I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. Okay? Some of you guys have heard this. In that first company, we had offices. We had presentations 1 and 7 p.m., right? We wore suits. We had desks, okay? It's crazy, all right? So anyway, this guy comes in. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. This kid joined the company. And so we're all sitting there. And, you have business people come in for the lunchtime 1 o'clock meetings. And we used to say something like, at the end of the presentation, hey, the first time a person says, hey, thanks, no thanks, it's not for me. Second time a person says, hey, looks good, but I need more questions answered. And the third time a person says, you know what, you could have sat down a long time ago, I'm in, right? You guys have heard that before, similar, right? So we would tell, hey, listen, so Clifton, if Tracy invited, not talking, if you have a guest here, or you're a guest of someone, look over to the person that invited you and tell them what number you are. Easy, right? So Clifton says I'm a 1, Tracy goes, beat it, right? Or if Clifton says I'm a 2, she says, great, let's get you more information. Clifton says I'm a 3, she says, great, let's get you started, okay? So this guy, not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? One day this businessman walks in, briefcase, walks in, this is in Maryland, walks in, he goes, how you doing? I'm looking for an opportunity. This guy says, great. Maybe you say great, you say cool, right? So he sits down, sees a presentation. Our presentation for that company was awesome. It was really neat. I can get into it, but I'm not getting into it. Okay? Sits down, the guy goes to the guy, the kid says to the businessman, he goes, what number are you? He goes, I'm a 3. And the kid goes like this, he's sitting down, he goes, I got 1! I got 1! Just like that. Now guys, picture you got guests there too, and you're going, you know what I mean? The guy, you know what the guy did? The guy went, okay, I'm out of here. Kid quit the next day. I felt bad for the kid, but the point is, don't get too excited, okay? Because somebody again, in this business, if Clifton gets on a 3-way call because he saw actually if he sees a video right through the back office, we follow him and go, hey, what do you like best? I'm brand new, right? He goes, man, this looks awesome. How many of you guys, just like me, went, isn't it? Oh my God, it's amazing! Okay, wait, tell me about it! Right? Because you're excited, right? You gotta take a deep breath, chill. Because you know what? Yeah, this business, stay right there. Stay right there. Right? This business, you guys, can set everybody free. But it's posture, right? Don't get too excited. When I did that 3-way call with that gentleman said he made $110,000 a month, I wanted to do backflips. But I didn't. I was like, okay. Right? You gotta be cool. Right, T? Okay? So anyway, but you gotta participate. You gotta participate. Huge, okay? Regional events. This is a regional. This is huge. Again, how much energy is in this room? You love this? Presenting this? Yes. This is an awesome region. This is the best region I've been to. Really. But you know why? It's because you guys are going to the market parties. You guys are building culture. You're building synergy. You're building energy. When you bring it into a regional, there's a bunch of different teams here. We're family. Is this fun? Yeah. And then you take it to a bash, a regional bash. Next one's coming up in October, 10th and 12th. Next one's in Long Beach. You got to get to a bash. Okay? You got to get to a bash. Hello, they say. You're in Near now. When you leave the bash, Near's in you. It's in you, man. I tell you, you're in. Right? And then, get Real National Conference. Next one is in St. Louis. Hey, you guys know we're going to be in a stadium? Football stadium?
Very quick, one more thing for the market party, guys. Again, Aaron was talking about getting excited when you come to the market party, being present and all that good stuff, okay? I like to tell people, and he touched upon this a little bit, but I like to tell people, if you're having a great day, okay, the meeting needs you. If you're having a horrible day, you need the meeting. Okay, and we're all here, okay, to kind of help out each other with our meeting. I don't care if you got a guest. Show up.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care if you got a guest. I told this story before last time I was in Missouri or Kansas or wherever I am. This is all I can. Anyway. But, you know, recently sequoia trees started falling down in California. You guys know what sequoia trees are, right? Those big, huge, humongous trees. Okay, and they're, you know, for years and years and years they've been in existence. So recently it started to fall down. And scientists were going in there to kind of you know, assess the damage and, you know, what they thought. Initially, they thought that it was rotting, you know, old age of the trees and whatnot and all that good stuff. But what they found through their research was that the trees were falling down because of foot traffic. Okay, and here's what happens with sequoia trees. Okay, they're so strong because underneath, all the roots of all the sequoia trees are intertwined with one another. That's what makes them so strong. Okay, going to a market party makes this strong. You guys got that? Okay? Going to a market party, again, if you don't got a guess, okay, your guess, somebody else's guess might relate to your story. That's why you need to be there. Because when you have a guess, okay, your guess might relate to somebody else's story. Look, I understand this, guys. Not everybody can relate to me. I understand that. But when I show up at an event, and I introduce my guests to people, I introduce myself to guests, whatever, because my story might get them to get started in our company. Does that make sense? And we're looking for the good ones. Okay? We're looking for and we are attracting the good ones. So you gotta be at these market events. I'm telling y'all. Okay, that's the only way you go from a room of 250 to 500. That's the only way you go from a room of 500 to 1,000. Okay? All these stuff it builds on one another. Again, the sequoia trees. Okay, all of us are like roots underneath. Okay? We're all connected somehow, some way, and we gotta be strong for each other. You guys follow me with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you have to be at the event. And just to touch up a little bit about when he's talking about being excited, I like to tell people this. I said, listen, if you start sleeping, I'm gonna start slapping. Okay? So don't sleep at these dang events.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve. All right, so